Wanderers, welcome back to Let's Play Phoenix Wright Trials Tribulations. My name is SkiniMini.
And I'm Pharaoh.
Last episode, we pretty much proved that Luke at me is the one causing all the trouble. He's the murderer, the blackmailer, and the stupid non-thief. But Godot had to go ahead and ruin the party and say why he didn't have to be there. I don't know, he's just weird.
Oh yeah, big time, you're God.
So, I guess... So, that night, Luke at me was at KB Security, and the defense... honestly, we can't prove it. Right now. We
can't?
No, we can't.
Oh my God.
if we don't have any evidence to prove that he was there, besides the silhouette of of Ron's testimony.
Right.
But we can't prove it right now, guys.
I can't prove it.
Just as I thought.
But if we hear more of Detective Atmy's testimony... Objection. Unfortunately, that's as far as you go, Mr. Trite. What do you mean? I won't allow for any more testimony. That's what I mean.
What?
What? Have you forgotten? Luke Atmy is here after we interrupted his own trial. And you have failed to prove that he committed a murder. I think it's time for his witness to return to his own trial. And face his guilty verdict as mask to mask. No! Well now, Sir Lawyer, it seems that love wins out, and after all, I am the ace detective as well as mask to mask. My verdict will verify that. Just as Rod Delights will verify that he is a true murderer. I declare that with the full force of my ace detectiveness.
Order in the court. That's enough deliberation over the witness.
I can't believe this. At this rate, Ron is...
Don't give up now, Nick. We still have tomorrow. We can look for more evidence and...
By then it'll be too late.
Huh? Why?
Double jeopardy. One of the basic rules of any court of law.
And
a pretty good movie.
I was just gonna say that. I was just about to say that. Oh my God.
Oh, I haven't seen it in ages. Who was it? Ashley Judd and Tommy Lee Jones?
Yes.
Oh God, that movie.
Oh, sorry. Okay, sorry. Double jeopardy? Should the defendant be tried and found innocent in court, that defendant cannot be tried again for the same crime. This is a fundamental rule of all courts. And it applies to this witness as much as it applies to anyone else, like O.J. Simpson.
Oh, lordy, that's a good one. Mr. Atmy will be found guilty in a matter of minutes. Guilty as mask to mask, which means
he will be innocent as far as the murder of Kane Bullard is concerned. No way! The fact that you were unable to prove Mr. Atmy's guilt of that crime here means that he will never again be tried as Kane Bullard's murderer.
Yeah!
Phoenix, you should know this. You're a lawyer.
You're talking. Oh. Now there's nothing I can possibly do to win. Even if Ron is proclaimed to be innocent, the real killer, Luke Atmy, will go free.
You have cross-examined every statement the witness has made here today. As long as there is no more testimony, I'm afraid I have to declare that there will be no further questioning of this witness. Are there any objections? Phoenix! Object! Then I hereby end the cross-examination of Luke Atmy. Aw, crap, I mean...
Hey!
That sounded familiar. I think I see it. Your Honor, when you were in a What?!
Oh my God!
That is a bad typo!
Oh my... What the hell? Let's just continue.
When you were a child, this is what your report card. This is what was on your report card every year. Has poor hearing and often makes mistakes as a result.
Did you say that?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I guess I cut up there. Did you say this too?
Oh, that's me. How did you? Phoenix, raise your head up high. Have you forgotten what I used to tell you? A lawyer is someone who smiles no matter how bad it gets.
That voice. No way!
Mia! Long time no see, Phoenix.
Mia! This is the true power of the Kurain channeling technique. I know it's really Maya who's standing before me, but right now, she's my mentor, Mia Fey.
Now, let's do this.
But there's nothing more we can do, Mia! Without any more testimony, I can't cross-examine.
Not yet. The testimony's not over yet.
What do you mean?
Your Honor, just now you said something very interesting. You have cross-examined every statement the witness has made here today. Yes, that's true, but... Unfortunately, Your Honor, you're forgetting something. Earlier, after the last cross-examination, this witness made a number of remarks.
Love wins. I'm the Ace Detective and Master Mask. Verify he's a true murderer. I declared full first Mace Detective this. Yep.
Yes, but these comments appear to have no importance so... Very well. Then we shall prove their importance via cross-examination. At any rate, as long as the witness has made these remarks, we, the defense, assert our right to question them. Is that all right with you, prosecutor? Is something the matter, Mr. Godot?
Nothing.
That was weird.
Oh, Sir Lawyer, it looks like you're one step too late. If you think such falsehoods will do anything to me, look at... Let's hear it. Huh? It's true the witness has made some remarks. So then, let's hear this last bit of cross-examination. Mr. Godot, what are you...
Well, that was a weird shift.
Right?
That was weird. Okay. Very well then, look at me. I'll allow the defense to cross-examine your earlier remarks. The defense would like to hear why you declare the defendant to be the true murderer. So please, give us one last bit of testimony. Phoenix, this is it. This is our absolute last chance.
Yes, Chief! Oh, I like when he still calls her Chief.
Alright, last testimony.
Indeed, it's true that I was not a lordly tailor. I had to leave to see about another vitally important job request. I had known about the date beforehand, so I had this photograph readied. My brilliant deduction was what informed me that the true culprit was Ron Delight. And thanks to the keycard and wallet, it was abundantly clear that he was there. I was also able to make a deduction from the buzzer, which only sounded once. The button did not have any fingerprints on it. Why? The victim would have left prints if he sounded it, which means the killer sounded it. Mr. Delight was wearing his Master Mask outfit, which is why he left no prints. And the blackmail letter? The victim likely just mistook the color of the jewel. Zavari! Therefore, all the evidence points to that poor boy. This testimony actually seems to hold up pretty well.
The witness's earlier remarks do not appear to have been hastily prepared. Of all his points have been explained, and none of them seem to contradict anything.
But of course.
But, how did you know about the emergency buzzer?
The police investigation documents went directly through me. I always look over all the documents. It's elementary, Sir Lawyer. Are you gonna make even more trouble for us now, Sir Lawyer?
I will not allow any of your unusual shenanigans, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor.
We cannot postpone Luke Atmy's trial any longer. This is your last chance.
Hang on a sec. Just one chance? Ha! It seems the party's about to begin.
Well, Phoenix?
There isn't any evidence that contradicts with that testimony.
So it would seem.
What do you mean, so it would seem?
Listen, Phoenix. Pointing out contradictions doesn't always mean you have to present evidence, does it? At any rate, this is our last chance. If you can't point out a case-breaking contradiction, you lose. That's all there is to it.
Cup number 17. The last cup. It seems that the time has come to put an end to this trial. I have to find a fatal contradiction in this testimony, and I need to point it out without presenting evidence. Which means all I can do is find a contradictory remark and press it.
Remember, you only get one chance. Yes, we get it. Very well then, Mr. Wright. Please begin your final cross-examination.
Do I have to tell you again? You only have one chance.
Oh! Okay. Alright. Now, that was a lot of testimony he told us. Now, if you listen or read very carefully, there was one certain statement he said that was very, very important. So let's go to it. Hold on. It's quite a ways. Why does it always make us try to read it?
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. Come on. Sorry, guys. I can fast forward it. Okay, here we go. Mr. Delight was wearing his mask-to-mask outfit, which is why he left no prints. How in the world would he know Ron was wearing his mask-to-mask outfit if he was never at Kane Bullard's office?
That's a very, very, very good point.
So this is the only place that makes sense, and you want to make sure you press here, because if you do not, then it is seriously game over.
I mean, they said only one shot, so...
Press that mode!
Mr. Atmy, about this last remark.
Objection!
You still don't get it, do you, Trite? This isn't the time to be pressing a witness on every little statement. I'm afraid you're the one who still doesn't get it, Mr. Godot.
Oh!
But what? Mr. Atmy, it seems you have finally admitted that you were in the CEO's office on the night of the murder.
Ah!
How could you say that? Let's review your testimony, shall we, Mr. Atmy? The button did not have any fingerprints on it. Why? Mr. Delight was wearing his mask-to-mask outfit. Is that correct? Indeed! That's what I said! My deductions are absolutely foolproof! More like your deductions prove that you're a fool!
Yo!
Aha! Aha!
My, how the turntables have... Wait.
Wiki. Alright. I'm sorry. Whatever do you mean? For some reason, I'm starting to get really thirsty. When exactly did we learn the fact that Ron Delight was dressed as Mask to Mask when he went to the scene of the crime?
That was,
It was just a few hours ago. Back when my sixth cup was looking at me with a cold stare. Anything else I forgot to mention before? I'm sorry, I just never had a chance to mention it up until now. That's right. The defendant had yet to tell anyone else this fact before this morning. Therefore, the only people who should have known that who should have known this are those who have been watching this trial. Do you understand now, Detective Atmy? There's no way you should have known about that.
Oh!
You were in the next courtroom being tried as Master Mask. So then, enlighten us. How did you know about this piece of information? Well... Come on, this detective must have known about it. He probably had plenty of chances to find out beforehand.
How, though?
And it's those chances I want to discuss next. That night, Mr. Delight was wearing his Master Mask outfit. There's one and only one way for Detective Atme to have found that out.
Only one?
One way, you say? Please remember, if you will, Mr. Delight's testimony. He entered the office, there's a suspicious shadow there. Oh look, silhouette! For a second, my client witnessed the real killer. Objection. But Mr. Delight never saw him. There's no way to tell whether or not the real killer was Luke Atme. It's with that statement that I'll turn this case on its head. Turnabout. Get it?
Turnabout everything.
Just what are you implying? Mr. Delight saw the real killer, correct? Now, if you turn that statement around, it stands to follow that the real killer had also seen Ron Delight. Impossible. Come on. Oh my god! I never knew!
How were we supposed to know?
Detective Atme, you saw Master Mask at the murder scene that night. You saw him when you killed Kane Bullard and assaulted Ron Delight. That was the only way you could have known that Ron was wearing.
Uh-oh.
Holy crap, is there an earthquake going on?
Oh! He's going Super Saiyan.
Take a good look, everyone. Unable to find a rival worthy of my genius, I was forced to create one by myself. Here I am, the tragic clown.
That's the same line you gave yesterday.
But I think there's a little more meaning behind it this time. I'm going to jail now, aren't I?
Yes. What an awfully complicated incident. Well, you're telling us that was like, what, 9 parts?
Right?
Jeez. Second cases, man, they just, Or no, third cases. Third cases. Wait, no, is this the second or third?
This is the second one.
Dude. I forgot the next. Okay, we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, you forgot. Anything I feel.
Kane Bullard was blackmailing Luke Atme, who was in turn blackmailing Ron Delight. And upon killing his blackmailer, Luke Atme tried to frame Ron Delight. Then he claimed to be guilty as Master Mask in order to escape his true crime.
And to that end, he came up with this plan, to use the double jeopardy rule when making his alibi.
At any rate, it would seem we finally found the truth.
Excuse me?
I came perilously close to besmirching the record of an innocent young man. Besmirching him with the title of murderer.
Don't ignore me!
Oh. Oh, I didn't realize you were there.
Why wouldn't he be? Above the verdict.
I know. You never committed any murder.
Well, that's right. I'm so glad you understand that. But, I really am Master Mask!
Huh?
So, thanks for that trial yesterday. I'm innocent now, right? What was it you said? Double jeopardy?
Oh, now that you mention it.
I've been careless. Careless? What do you think, Mia?
As the defendant says, the rule of double jeopardy is absolute. A defendant can never be tried twice for a crime in which he was once found innocent.
Then, Master Mask is really innocent?
For now. It would seem so.
For now?
She can see the future!
Ah.
Now then, the court finds the defendant not guilty! Oh!
Woohoo!
Confetti in the courtroom!
Look at all that confetti.
Oh, whoa, why'd it stop so fast?
Yeah, that was weird. Boy, this is really lucky. Wait, this isn't so good after all. You see, the thing is, I still am Master Mask after all.
Ron.
Just shut up, man. You got scot-free, period. You should have went to jail just for being Master Mask.
No.
I will say, it's pretty slick for Ron, though, inciting that double jeopardy rule again.
Dude,
so.
yeah. You did
I'll
it.
take 2,000 for awesomeness, Alex.
You did it, Nick.
Thanks, Mia. It's been a long time, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's because Maya doesn't call on me much these days.
Oh?
I'm just joking, Phoenix. Don't take everything so seriously. But on the other hand, Maya, she seems kind of lost these days.
You mean about becoming the master of the Karain channeling school?
Becoming the master means saying goodbye to our mother.
You mean Misty Faye?
Watch over her, will you, Phoenix?
Of course.
Well then, see you around.
Bye, Mia.
Bye!
Mia. Mr. Wright! I don't know what to say. Congratulations, Mr. Delight. Thank you so much. No, wait. Nothing really matters anymore, though, now that all this happened.
Oh, come on! Just be happy already!
Maya.
You've been cleared out of the murder charges and got off as Master Mask to boot!
But in exchange, I lost everything.
Huh? What do you mean?
Stealing security information from KB Security, becoming Master Mask. I did it all for one reason. For her. You mean your wife, Desiree? She hates criminals more than anything.
Oh.
Come to think of it, she was once held hostage by some robbers, wasn't she? She always said how she hated sneaky criminals. I knew that, but once I got fired from KB Security and lost all the money I had, she wouldn't have any reason to stay with me.
Aw.
I thought she would leave me for sure. So that's why you became Master Mask? Yes, but it's all over now. A broken bowl can never be put back together!
That's not true, right, Nick?
Right. Really? Can we go back to the way things were?
You'll be fine, and Nick and I can prove it.
I can? I kinda wish you would check with me first. Mr. Delight, even if a bowl is broken, there's always a way to put it back together.
Of course, just like the sacred urn. It's been broken over twice and it still looks great.
Right? The sacred urn. Tessie was the one who found this. Desiree, your wife. She's always believed in you, Ron. That's why you'll be fine. You don't have to worry about anything. Oh wait, that's you. Got carried away.
There you are.
Mr. Light.
Oh, you did it, Ronnie. You're innocent. I'm so happy.
Thank you. I appreciate that. But, I suppose you don't want anything more to do with me, do you?
Ronnie, why didn't you just talk to me about what's going on? I had no idea you'd quit KB Security. I never imagined that you were really Master Mask either.
Mr. Light, what are you going to do now that you know? You're not going to really leave him, are you?
Come on, it's obvious, isn't it? How could I ever let such a wonderful man like him get away? After all, my bike's really fast. So fast that there's no way he could ever get away.
But didn't you say that you hated criminals?
Oh, I only hate people who act all cowardly and sneaky. Like that detective.
I see.
My Ronnie went and declared his crimes before he committed them, like a man. I just love a man who's so chivalrous.
Chivalrous?
I knew I was right about you. Every day I spend with you is filled with thrills and excitement.
Tessie. Desiree, you really do love Ron, don't you?
Nicky boy,
Yes?
I'm really glad I asked you to defend my Ronnie. Thank you so much. I'll never forget what you've done for us.
Oh, well, take care of yourself.
Aw, you too, Nicky boy.
I can feel my face going red.
Oh no!
Damn it.
Mr. Nick, Mystic Maya, congratulations!
Talk about bad timing.
Mr. Nick, how could you? With another man's wife in front of Mystic Maya!
No, you got it all wrong!
I'll never forgive you, never ever!
And he's blacked out.
So just as the case came to a close, so too did my consciousness. Ron said a broken bowl can never be put back together. But I know that's not true. I mean, just look.
Aww! She's looking adorable.
She's like, ah!
Even Maya, she's like, oh.
So happy.
Here's a perfect example of one that was put back together even better than before. Oh my god.
They're so cute. Pearly.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, was the end of episode 2.
Thank goodness. That's longer than I expected.
Right? Oh no. Oh no.
And we get to do the accursed case 3. Recipe for turnabout. If you don't have eye bleach, you better have it handy.
You might also need ear bleach after I'm through with it as well. Oh my god. I don't know if I'm looking forward to this one.
I'm always not looking forward to this one.
I'm sure you're looking forward to it because you want to know how I'm going to be acting.
No, I'm not looking forward to it because it just gives me the weebie-jeebies.
Oh.
Anyway, thank you guys so very much for watching, and we're done with case 2 and on to case 3. Yay! We'll try to make it as fun as we can.
Yeah, so much fun.
So, if no one's told you that they love you today, I do. Bye-bye.
Have a good day, guys.
Have a fabulous day.
Stop it.